Well, we're here with the talented and still beautiful Valerie Bertinelli. Valerie, it's hard to believe, but it's been 40 years since the country fell in love with you.
Has it been that long? Jeez. I had no idea.
Well, talk about your new career, how you got into the cooking shows. Of course, being half Italian at least, you had a love for cooking, but talk about how this has grown into something really special.
Well, I wrote a cookbook back in 2012, and it did really well. So I went to Food Network, one of the most, I've loved that network for a long time. It's always been on in my kitchen, and I cook along with everybody else. And I said, would you guys want to do a show with me and my husband traveling through Italy and, seeing the different cuisines that I grew up in and he grew up with? And they said, no, we don't want to do that show, but would you like to do a morning in the kitchen show? And I'm like, oh, okay, sure. And here we are, 10 seasons later. I'm still doing Valerie's Home Cooking, which I love. It's so much fun.
We've come a long way since the Galloping Gourmet. Remember that in the 70s?
We have, yes. Yeah.
And speaking of the 70s, talk about your show back One Day at a Time. You were, 15 years old, young teenager.
Yeah.
Talk about what you learned and how you kind of grew up in front of America.
I did. I don't know what I've learned because I've just been busy experiencing my life. But I think it's made me more comfortable in front of the camera so that when I take my cooking experience throughout my whole life, because I've been cooking longer than I've been acting, it probably has made it easier for my transition to be able to cook in front, because it's a very weird skill set to cook and also talk and also build a show around that. And I wasn't used to it, but it's a lot of fun to do.
Well, it seems like you talk freely, so it's pretty easy for you, right?
Yeah, sometimes you can't shut me up.
and cooking, a lot of the best cooks really cook with love, and it comes to love from the family and love from your current family as well.
Correct.
You need love to cook.
Oh my God, I've been loving to cook since my nonni first, showed me her love through her gnocchi and her cappelletti and her fried bread, and my mom, making every single meal for us, breakfast, lunch, dinner, no microwave, and I just see the love that goes into cooking and how the women in my life have showed me that skill, and I love continuing it on. I mean, my mothers-in-law, Mrs. Van Halen, Mrs. Vitale, the different experiences and cuisines that they have in their life. My first mother-in-law was Indonesian, so learning different kinds of flavors and food profiles through her. It's amazing if you let yourself soak up, the different cuisines and the different cultures in our own country, how much you can learn.
As you look around here, the fans still love you. What is it about you think that the fans love you so much?
They don't know me. No, I'm kidding. I think I do my best to just stay authentic. I am what you see. This is me. Like it or leave it. And I'm very blessed that they like it, most all of them. There's a lot of people that don't like me either, but you just can't focus on the negative. Focus on the positive. Focus on what you want to do. I'm focusing on what I want to do in my life and what brings me joy, and I'm glad that it brings other people joy. I'm very, very, very grateful. What
advice do you give to the young people that are trying to figure it out, so go to college, work, and everything? What advice do you give to the young generation?
Don't stress yourself out. If you don't know what you want to do, that's okay. Just keep exploring. I hate to see this generation who, they're so smart. The millennials are so amazing. They are going to run this country one day, inevitably, and I just don't want them to stress out. Just know what, you don't have to know exactly what it is you want to do. Just start following something. Just keep stepping ahead and keep exploring and finding out what you do like, and then veer off into that path. But don't beat yourself up if you don't know what you want to do in your first year of college.
She's a great Valerie Bertinelli.
Great. Wow.